How's it going, guys? Andre Issa here, your friendly neighborhood employment lawyer, and today we're going to be talking about the Trump tariffs and what exactly are your protections as an employee in Ontario against these tariffs. The reason why I wanted to make this video is because economists are predicting, assuming these tariffs go through eventually, whether they do or not, I don't know, I have my doubts, but assuming they go through eventually, economists are predicting that this will affect Canada in a very negative way, and it's likely going to lead to more layoffs. So with that said, what exactly are your rights as an employee in Ontario? So I want to start off with question number one, which is, can an employer temporarily lay you off? What if your employer says something like, because of the economic conditions, we have to temporarily lay you off right now, and then we will call you back to work when things recover. So a layoff, believe it or not, even if temporarily, is almost always illegal in Ontario. Unless there was some sort of an implied term based on the type of work that you do, there needs to be a valid express term in your employment contract that grants your employer the right to temporarily lay you off, and if there isn't one, that's almost certainly illegal. Again, not legal advice, guys. Every situation is different in employment law. This is more of a generalization, but for the most part, temporary layoffs are illegal. Question number two, can my employer make major changes to my employment contract? For example, what if your employer says, I need to cut your pay by 50% because the economic conditions are so bad right now? That is almost always illegal. Your employer cannot unilaterally make substantial changes to your employment agreement, like cutting your pay by 50%. You made an agreement with your employer to pay you a certain amount. Did you agree with your employer that he was allowed to cut your pay by 50% at any point in time? Probably not. And so your employer needs to honor the terms of your employment agreement. Question number three, can my employer fire me on the spot? So if your employer says, sorry, the conditions are so bad now, we need to fire you on the spot, we don't have money to pay you your dismissal entitlements, that's actually not up to your employer. The presumption is that you are entitled to notice or pay in lieu of that notice, unless you did something really, really bad and you were dismissed for cause. Now, I made a video on what cause for dismissal is. I'm not going to get into that too much, but basically, unless you did something very, very bad, the presumption is you are entitled to money or notice if you are dismissed. So if any of these things are happening to you, if your boss is temporarily laying you off, if there's a substantial pay cut, if they're firing you without actually paying you your dismissal entitlements, not legal advice, guys, but that may be illegal based on your specific situation. You can contact me today to find out more. I can review the facts of your case to let you know whether in fact it is illegal based on your employment contract, and if so, what are the appropriate next steps to take. Thank you so much, guys, if you made it to the end. This has been Andre Issa, your friendly neighborhood employment lawyer. Stay safe, guys. You have rights. Know what those rights are. Have a great day.